By Allah, the son of Abu Kufaha, which is Abu Bakr, outfitted himself with it, the caliphate, while fully knowing that my status in relationship to it is the same as that of the axis in relationship to the handmill. Flood of knowledge flows down from me. A bird does not rise higher than me. I put a curtain against the caliphate and kept myself detached from it. Then I began to think about whether I should assault or calmly endure the blinding darkness of tribulations wherein the grown-ups grow feeble and the youngsters grow old. A true believer acts under strain till he meets Allah on his death. I found endurance thereon to be wiser. So I adopted patience, although there was a prickling in the eye and suffocation in the throat. I watched the plundering of my inheritance till the first one went his way, handing the caliphate over to Omar ibn al-Khattab after him. Omar ibn al-Khattab. Then he quoted a verse of poetry by Al-Ash'a, which is this: My days are now passed on the camel's back in hardship, while there were days in ease when I enjoyed the company of Jabir's brother Hayyan. And that's the end of the poem. Okay, he continues with the sermon. It is odd how during his lifetime he, as in Abu Bakr, wished to be released from the caliphate burden, but he secured it for the other, as in Omar, after his death. There is no doubt these two men shared its udders strictly among themselves. This one put the caliphate in tough enclosure, where the utterance was haughty and the touch was rough. Mistakes are many, as well as the excuses for them. One in contact with it was like the rider of an unruly camel. If he pulled up its rein, the very nostril would be slit. But if he let it loose, he would be thrown. Consequently, by Allah, people got involved in recklessness, wickedness, unsteadiness, and deviation. Nevertheless, I remained patient despite a lengthy period and the hardship of the trial, until when he went his way, or died, he placed the matter of caliphate before a group, regarding myself to be one of its members. But good heavens, what had I to do with this consultation? Was there any doubt about me with regard to the first of them, that I was now considered akin to these men? Yet I remained low when they were low, and flew high even if they flew high. One of them turned against me because of his hatred, and the other was inclined the other way due to his in-law relationship, and this thing and that thing, till the third man of these people stood up with a heaving chest between his dung and fodder. With him, his offspring by the grandfather, Umayyah, also stood up, swallowing up Allah's wealth like a camel devouring the spring foliage till its rope broke down. Its deed finished him, its gluttony brought him down on its knees. At that moment, nothing took me by surprise except how the crowd of people rushed to me. They advanced towards me from every direction like the mane of a hyena, so much so that Hassan and Hussein were crushed, and both ends of my shoulder garment were torn. They gathered around me like a herd of sheep and goats. When I took up the reins of the government, one party broke away and another turned disobedient, while the rest began acting wrongfully, as if they had not heard the word of Allah, saying, "The abode is in the hereafter. We assign it for those who do not want to exalt themselves on earth, nor to make mischief, and the end is best for the pious," which is the Holy Quran, chapter 28, verse 83. And he continues with the sermon. Yes, by Allah, they had heard it and understood it, but life in this world appeared glittering in their eyes, and its embellishments seduced them. Behold, by him who split the grain to grow and created living beings, if people had not come to me and supporters had not exhausted the argument, and if there had been no pledge of Allah with the learned to the effect that they should not acquiesce in the gluttony of the oppressor and the hunger of the oppressed, I will not have cast the rope of caliphate on its own shoulders and given the last the same treatment as to the first. Then you would have seen that in my view, This world of yours is not better than a goat's sneeze.